So it is Friday, September 17th at the time of filming this video, and while we are still patiently awaiting Nintendo to give us an official announcement for something like a September Nintendo Direct, we still have a lot of other Switch news and new Switch games that I want to share with you guys today, some of which has to do with an existing Switch title that just got a big DLC announcement. And we also have to talk about the THQ Nordic event that was held today, because we did get a major show closer with a Switch game officially announced. And the big talking point for today's video is we now have confirmation that a major classic collection will be headed to the Nintendo Switch at release. What's up, Nation? If it's your first time on the channel, make sure you join Sunbro Nation by subscribing below. Hit the like button on this video if you enjoy it today, and make sure you turn on your bell notification icon so you're kept up to date with all the newest gaming news. As I mentioned, guys, we are covering a few different stories today. The first of which I want to start out with is actually one that kind of came out of left field, and that is the fact that Zelda Skyward Sword HD will be receiving a huge soundtrack collection pack that I actually really wish was here, because so far it seems like it's only going to be available in Japan, and some pre-orders have actually already gone live. But what this is a 5-disc collection of over 187 different tracks with a special edition collector box set, and it actually has both the Wii version of the soundtrack and the Skyward Sword HD Switch version of the soundtrack. And then bonus, it comes with this like incredible classic looking music box that plays Ballad of the Goddess, and I would strongly encourage you guys to go down in the description and click the link for that video once you're done here, because it actually really sounds incredible. It made me want this collection pack, but there's no telling when or if we may see this come to the US or other regions around the world. Right now you have to get it in Japan or pre-order it from Japan, so I'm not super familiar with how to import things from Japan, but if I was, I would probably be picking this thing up right now, because it's just, you know, as a Zelda collector, it would be a really nice item to have. So hopefully we do see it come to stateside or anywhere else around the world sometime soon. But this was one that stood out to me as a really cool item that, at least as of now, if you are in Japan, that you would be able to secure. Now, the next story we're talking about today will be one for the Monster Hunter Rise fans out there, as there will be a new DLC update officially confirmed for September 24th. And the cool thing about this update and why it stuck out to me is that it actually features Rush the dog from Mega Man, and it is basically a collaboration with the Mega Man 11 game specifically. But this looks really cool, as you know, the beast that you ride around in Monster Hunter Rise can now be Rush the dog from Mega Man. And me, as somebody who actually owns Monster Hunter Rise, but believe it or not, I have not started it up yet. Like, I was about to play it one night and got busy doing other things, and next thing I know, months have gone by and I still haven't experienced this game. So I kind of needed a reminder and a reason to go plug that thing into my Switch again and play through it some, and I think that this will be the reason. So I'll probably start my file off a little bit sooner than when this actually gets released, but I will be excited to check out September 24th, the hands-on with Rush the dog from Mega Man and Monster Hunter Rise. And if you guys could let me know in the comments down below, for any Monster Hunter fans out there, what are some tips for your first initial playthrough, because I am not big into the Monster Hunter series at all. I did play briefly Monster Hunter World back in the PS4, but I have not played Monster Hunter Rise whatsoever, and I know it's got great reviews, and there's probably a lot of reason that I should be checking it out. So make sure you share your first time tips and playthroughs with me in the comments down below, and also let me know if this Rush the Dog DLC update is exciting to you, if you are somebody who's into the Monster Hunter series. Now, next up is a story I want to share from THQ Nordic's event today, which, to be honest, as a whole, this event was just like super underwhelming to me. There was not much there at all that I got really pumped or excited about. I would love to hear from you guys if you saw a bunch of announcements that you were excited for, but they did at least close the show with one relatively big announcement, I would say, and that is that we have a brand new SpongeBob game that definitely looks graphically, at least from the pre-rendered trailer that we saw, like they're putting a lot of love and care into the SpongeBob franchise. And while I haven't played a bunch of the SpongeBob games in the past, I may check this one out, as it is slated to be a 3D platformer, and I would not have known that from the initial trailer, because to me, I thought maybe they were aiming for a rhythm game or something, because it was all focused around music and them playing instruments. But you know, as somebody who grew up, you know, watching SpongeBob here and there, it was something that I would like to see if maybe they went all out and created a nice 3D open adventure platformer. Like maybe it's got a little Mario Odyssey vibe to it. So we didn't see gameplay. We still don't have a release date of any kind. We do know that it's coming to all platforms, including the Nintendo Switch. It's officially slated for PS4, Xbox One, Switch, and PC. So this will be one to keep my eyes on as we go forward and we get more details, as they did say that more information would be coming soon on the official SpongeBob Cosmic Shake website. But until we get any more information from that, I would love to know from you guys in the comments down below if, you know, you would be interested in picking up a SpongeBob game on the Switch and what you thought of this initial CGI trailer that that we saw to promote it today. And then the last story and the main talking point for today's video is one that I'm personally very excited for, as I am a big Castlevania fan, and you may have actually remembered in a previous video we talked about an Australian ratings board actually leaking the fact that Castlevania Advance Collection was most likely in the works, but we did not get any kind of confirmation on what platforms this title may be coming to. And today we have another Taiwanese rating board actually officially stating that not only is the game rated, but it is going to be out on all major platforms, the Nintendo Switch included. And while I did expect this one come to the Switch, it's definitely relieving to see it actually talked about as officially confirmed to come to the Switch, just for the simple fact that I would love to be able to play this game either in docked or handheld mode. But I want to quickly hop over to Nintendo Everything to read through the article so we can be on the same page on when we may expect this game to release and what platforms it will be coming to. Castlevania Advance Collection all but confirmed for Switch. Back in June, a rating for Castlevania Advance Collection popped up in Australia. It's been a few months since then, but it looks like Konami is still moving forward with the release. A rating for Castlevania Advance Collection has now appeared in Taiwan. Additionally, we have actual platforms listed, and the Switch is among them. The Australia classification previously had it down as multi-platform. Konami has still not actually announced Castlevania Advance Collection. That being said, we can probably guess what will be included. It will likely contain the Game Boy Advance titles Castlevania Circle of the Moon, Harmony of Dissonance, and Aria of Sorrow. We'll let you know if we hear anything further on Castlevania Advance Collection. So when you now have this game officially rated for multiple ratings boards around the world, it's pretty clear that this will be coming out. And the exciting and relieving thing, as I mentioned to me, is that it will be headed to the Nintendo Switch. And I would love to hear from you guys if you played through the original Castlevania games on the Game Boy Advance, because if you don't know, these are some of the highest rated, most critically acclaimed Castlevania games of the entire series. If you just go look up some of these titles on Metacritic, or if you want to go try to actually track down the original cartridges for the Game Boy Advance, like, it's crazy. Metacritic scores are all above 90. Then on the Game Boy Advance, like, physical collector's edition cartridges are going for over hundreds of dollars. So these are definitely fan favorites, and it'll be a very welcome addition. I certainly hope that we will get this in something like a physical release, because I would be very let down if we don't have any kind of physical release and it's just a digital only. But we will have to wait and see on Konami when they're going to officially announce this. I'm kind of surprised that they haven't already, because if they're already going through the rating process in multiple places around the world, they might as well just announce it at this point. But hey, maybe this is going to be one of those titles that's featured at a September Nintendo Direct, as the Game Boy Advance is obviously a Nintendo platform, and it does look like if we do ever get that Game Boy Advance coming to Nintendo Switch Online announcement, that these games will obviously not be included, because they're such fan favorites that they can easily be packaged and sold on their own. So I will be watching this one. At this point in the video, guys, I want to know your thoughts and opinions on everything we talked about today. What do you think about the Skyward Sword HD collector music soundtrack, and do you think we'll see that released anywhere else in the world, or it's just sticking to Japan? And then also share with me your thoughts around the Monster Hunter Rise and Mega Man collaboration, and if you're planning on picking that up at release on September 24th. And are you excited for the SpongeBob game that we saw announced from the THQ Nordic event? And then I really want to hear from you guys on if you're Castlevania fans, if you played through any of the games, and if we do see this Castlevania Advance Collection finally actually released on the Switch, if it's a game that you would be interested in picking up at release. Thanks so much for watching the video today, everyone. I do truly appreciate you all sticking around until the end. I do at this point in the video want to invite you all one more time to join Sunbro Nation if you haven't done so already. Do so by subscribing below, hit the like button on your way out if you enjoyed it today, and make sure you turn on your bell notification icon so you're kept up to date with all the newest gaming news. That's going to do it for me, guys. I hope you all have a great day. Sunbro Nation, out.